Hello and welcome to our Q&A sessions brought to you by Octa FX, Best Forex Trading Broker Asia 2021 and of course Nigeria 2022 with over 10 years experience. My name is Nicolette Mashile, I'm also known as the Financial Bunny, and today I get the great pleasure of sitting down with Nqobile Tembane, who is the CEO and a founder of Top Trader South Africa. Now they are a media and production company that specializes in trading content. They are the guys to go to if you want to find out how do I trade the market, but of course also how do I make sure that I am successful in it. And today we're talking about how to spot a trading scam. What are some of the things that you need to be looking out for? And he's going to share that information, but also give us some interventions in terms of how do you make sure that you don't find yourself on the wrong end of a trading. Let's welcome Nqobile Tembane. Nqobile, welcome to our Q&A sessions.
Thank you for having me.
Now, obviously, with Forex being the largest market, I mean, it's over $1 trillion that are being traded on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. It does open up the market to some unscrupulous behavior. And I want to speak to you about how does one, the ordinary person, how do they spot that something is off?
Yeah, I mean, that question is it's a loaded question, but to be honest, one thing I always tell people is that Forex never scammed anyone.
Yes.
People scam people.
Oh, that's so
honest.
True.
You know, so people will use whatever they can use to lure people in, essentially, and be like, hey, look. And the thing is, I think it's also a thing of that people want financial freedom.
Yes.
So now you stuck wherever you are, you want to make a better life for yourself. And right there, you're like, hey, look. Someone comes to you, someone calls you, someone sends you an email and says, hey, look, I can give you 100% within 2 weeks. Where have you seen 100% being given on an investment within 2 weeks? That's short. You wouldn't find a hedge fund saying that, look, we'll give you 50%, 100% of your investment. Hedge funds literally make between 5 to 7% annually sometimes, and these are guys who are trading billions. So who are we as retail traders, as guys at the bottom of the food chain, thinking that, hey, look, I'm going to go make 100% every other week without doing anything? I think that's the problem right there, is that you want to give your money to people who are not regulated, to people who don't have a license to even receive your money. I mean, guys are sending e-wallet. How do you send an e-wallet to a person?
Can't even trace it.
How do you send to make an investment for you? People, please stop. Please stop.
I like how he's pleading with everyone. He's like, just please stop.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay, so you've spoken about regulation.
Yes.
You've spoken about unrealistic returns.
Yeah.
But what still gets people trapped?
The promise of financial freedom. There's so many people who are really trying to change their situations at home. People are trying to make better situations for themselves. But then again, you're going to find a lot of guys are selling the dream as well. And we're buying in, a lot of people, the large community is buying into the dream, saying that, hey, look, you can become like me. And essentially, most of these guys, Instagram traders, I'll say it very confidently so, aren't making money from trading the markets. They're making the money from Forex. And you think right now you're going to come there. Some of them are making money from selling signals, selling courses, whatnot. And they're going to come to you and say, hey, look, I made this from Forex. And you're going to think you're going to go and do the exact same thing with your bank balance of around 2,000 Rand. And it happens. It does happen. But those conditions for that to happen are very rare because every moment in the market is quite unique. You need to understand that for somebody to go and turn that kind of money into a six figures, it's not going to happen for everyone. And I promise you, probably 1% out of a group of like 10,000 people will probably be able to do that. Then the rest of the other 99%, they're donating money to go give it to that 1% or that little person over there who's flipping accounts. So essentially, people are just like stuck right now. They want to make better lives. So we understand, you know, but they don't want to do it for themselves. They're lazy. They don't do research. They see Instagram there and they think, hey, look, just because you see it, and don't believe everything you see on Instagram. They think you're going to see something on Instagram like, oh no, I'm going to go duplicate whatever that person is doing. And unfortunately, you'll find that sometimes your character doesn't match that person's character. They've got a big risk appetite. They've got a big bank account. So they can now decide they can lose 5,000 Rand every day. That time, you've only got 5,000 Rand to your name. So it's not going to work out for you, a lot of people. So I think identifying scams, essentially, it becomes a matter of, if it's too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Rather run away. Some things might seem nice, but
in behavioral finance, there's a thing called survivor's bias.
Okay.
And I'll use a very typical example. We've got two really successful sneaker brands in South Africa. And what we generally do sometimes is we concentrate on the success stories and then we make it look like it's a viable space for everybody to go into. But that then also creates a benchmark of what is too good to be true. Because you just said if it's too good to be true. But now I'm looking at too good right there on Instagram. And I'm like, well, then how do I benchmark that too good to be true? Am I benchmarking it on returns? Am I benchmarking it on lifestyle? What am I benchmarking it on?
okay, here's the thing that a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
When a trader is selling you something, ask for investor details.
Okay.
Because essentially that gives you access, insight into what they are trading and like if they're profitable or not. Because essentially, who are you giving your money to? Do they have an FSP right there, the right to take your money? Because the problem right now is that everyone is giving their money to people who shouldn't be taking their monies to begin with.
Yes.
That's the problem right there. So when you talk about investing money, guys, go on the FSCA website right here in South Africa, because I know even Octa FX, they're operating under an FSP license in South Africa, so they've got the right to operate in the financial sector in South Africa and actually take people's funds and give them access to the market. I know they do that. So essentially, when you're going to make an investment to someone, ask them, do you have a license to take my money? If they give you a license, you can go on the FSCA website and go check it there and verify, because they have a whole list of who's got an FS license, what. And if they've got a license, then you can give them your money and then they can start doing what you're doing.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about some of the popular scams that you have come across. I mean, you run Top Trader South Africa. What are some of the scams that you've heard of that you were just like, "Aye, book, guys"?
Actually, I think this is the most popular one. Here's the thing, guys. If you make an investment and somebody makes profits on the investment, you do not need to pay money to get your money. Doesn't make sense. And that's actually one of the most popular
scams.
scams.
I've heard that. Like, you must pay me this amount of money to withdraw your own money.
Starters, okay, let's say you invest $500.
Yeah.
Cool. Now they come to you, you check during the week, then they create fake like websites and all that. They make it seem like, yeah, no, hey, there's money there. And they tell you in that 2 weeks you're going to get your money, or within a week, 7 days, you're going to get your money. And then what happens is that you're going to be there excited. Like, then when it's time to withdraw your money, they tell you that, look, we need an admin fee of $300.
No, man. Guys, come on. First and foremost, this is why it's important to go onto a trading platform like Octa FX, because it's reliable and you are depositing on this one and you're getting your money on the same one. I think it's actually very weird when you are now moved to a different platform for you to be able to withdraw. 100%. And I'm just like, why are you being moved away from the original platform where you did all of these trades? That I think that's quite an important one. And just before we carry on with some of those things, give me the extent of which you can allow someone to trade for you. What is the extent?
In Forex right now, there are ways that brokers allow traders to do this, but under their license, under the broker's license right now. So right now, I can come to you and be like, look, I can trade for you, but thing is, your money should never come to me. It goes to the broker. So let's say I open an account, or you open an account with Octa FX.
Yes.
And then I already have an account with Octa FX. So what's going to happen is that there's things like social trading, copy trading, things like that, where they can link your account to my account. And then I don't have access to your funds. And then what happens with the payouts? The payout is facilitated by the broker. So if we make 100%, or let me say be realistic, 30% of like $1,000, that's $300, and we've agreed on a 50-50. I know that when you withdraw your money, the broker's gonna pay me, so you're not paying me.
So it's kept on the broker level.
On the broker
level. So we
level.
actually, to be quite fair, our agreement is in principle that you're gonna trade for me.
Yes.
I give you access to my account, but you don't fully have access to my account.
No.
Okay, that's very important.
That's where the problem lies.
So the problem starts with you people sending your money
to people.
To Johannes Banbani's account. And then that's where, because now you've lost control of your actual money. But there was another thing you spoke about, which you said, many of these flashy Forex traders that we see not necessarily make money in the market, but rather from selling signals and all of that. Now, some of these signals, how do you know they're real or not? Because some of them just look like, Let
me get comfortable for this.
Yeah, they just go, okay, no, the market is, and then I go read the market, and I mean, on a basic level, just economic events, and I'm like, no, man.
Here's the thing, and I've said this live, I know signal providers, I know signal subscribers. Here's the thing, I will say this, there is no signal subscriber who is profitable that I know. I'm still yet to meet somebody who is profitable from trading signals. Stop subscribing to signals, stop buying signals, guys. It's period.
And you know that on the Octa FX website, you actually get them for free. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, they're not necessarily signals per se, it's just giving you, you know what, I think they call them indicators there. It's basically like predictions, but it's never really like, go and do this. And I'm assuming that it's quite aggressive in those groups if they're selling them, because people have now bought into this idea that this thing is going to make me have successful trades.
So I think that's the problem right now, is that there's no transparency right there of past results right there, because like we don't have access to those groups until you
Survivor's bias is showing you where he wins only.
Yeah, so he doesn't win every day. He does not, but he posts a win every day, because why? He trades 2 accounts, and the market needs to go in one direction, up or down.
Yes.
So he's going to do that quickly. You fund the 5,000 Rand, make 25,000 Rand. You're going to think you're going to do the same, but he's not even trading for real. You understand? So those kind of things really do happen within this industry. And it's sad, though, because you think this guy is lit, but he is not lit at all.
He's not lit at all if he's not going to be showing us his downs. He's not lit at all if he's not regulated. He's not lit at all if he's making the returns or promising returns that are too good to be true. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to test Nqobile's financial literacy. Are you ready, Nqobile?
No, I am not.
All right, see you after this. The Octa FX trading app is a smart trading service combining everything a trader needs in an easy-to-use app. First, download the Octa FX trading app, then register and log in. Check your email inbox and then click to confirm. Now, after you've filled in your details, choose the platform, the type of account, and the leverage that you would like to trade. Then, start your real account by making a deposit using any of the payment system Octa FX has to offer. Then, start trading and enjoy. By the way, use my promo code Nicolette and double your deposit for more profitable trading. Welcome back to our Q&A sessions brought to you by Octa FX. Today, I've got the pleasure of sitting down with Nqobile Tembane. But right now, I want to find out if he is going to fare well in our financial literacy game. It is called Save or Spend. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Azishe.
Let's go.
Okay, once and?
Twos.
Once.
Once in need.
Okay? If I decide to go in economics, if I decide to go in this direction instead of this, what is the price that I pay? What is it called for missing out on what's on this road?
Opportunity cost.
Short. Okay. The thing that you use to make calls, SMSs, is called a what?
Cell phone.
Now, when you go to those institutions that take deposits, they're called what?
Bank.
Okay, put them together.
Cell phone bank.
Okay, it's an event by one of those people that are institutions, and it's for people do instruments, they sing.
Jazz festival.
Okay, the whole thing. What is it called? Who sponsors it?
Standard Bank.
Call it all out. Say the whole thing.
Bank Jazz Festival. Is that what it's called?
Your social life is very, very tricky. Standard Bank Joy of Jazz. Okay, are you ready? So that's a warm-up.
Okay, now let's go in.
Warm up because I even let the time run.
Really?
Now we're watching the time. So be here.
Let's go.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Boom. Okay. If you have a lot of money, the banks give you something to use in the ATM that is a certain color.
A black card.
Short. Okay. The day that your salary comes in, the last day of the month is called the?
Payday.
Yes. Okay. What is, when you check how much money you've got, you're checking your?
Banking app.
No. What are you checking?
Statement.
Shy. Your balance, man. You explain.
Go.
Maybe my explanations are bad. You explain.
Maybe,
Let me get the time. Okay, let's go. You ready? Azish.
Okay. Okay, what do you get every single month?
A salary.
Okay, when you put in your bank card at the ATM, what do you need to put in?
PIN number.
Yeah. When do you get your salary?
Last day of the month.
But yeah.
Month end.
Yes, exactly. When you're the person who lives at a certain place, what do you call
The owner.
No, yeah,
Landlord.
no, yeah, but you're 2 words. One starts with I can't do that. Sorry.
It's time.
Yeah?
It's time.
Primary residence.
Okay,
yeah.
let me go in general. Wanto. Okay. The department that deals with our money affairs in South Africa.
The FSCA. It's
Shire. Okay, that guy that I told you that I didn't want to interview.
okay, yeah.
No, I can't say it like that.
I won't even answer.
Okay. Okay, let's leave it. Okay, so when you give out money for philanthropic reasons, at SARS you get what as an incentive?
Yeah, I don't know. It's Section 18, that's all I know. Section 18.
Section 18, donations tax. Section 18. We're looking for donations tax.
Yeah.
Donations tax.
Yeah, it's fine.
Nqobile.
I did okay on the first card.
Oh, is that what you're taking? Is this the victory you're taking? Look, you know what? Does not have to be good at Save or Spend because he's absolutely fantastic when it comes to how do you spot a scam. He's absolutely fantastic when it comes to trading information. And if there's anybody who's going to give you that right information, it is, of course, Nqobile. They are running a platform called Top Trader SA. Do go out and check it out. Nqobile, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for coming into the Q&A sessions.
Thank you for having me.
You have shared such valuable information, and I cannot express enough. Regulation, and if it's too good to be true, it probably is.
100%.
Thank you so much for watching our Q&A sessions, and we do hope that you have learned something new right here today. Now, if you have interest in Forex trading, Octa FX on their website, they've got a basics beginners video course, and it's free. It will help you really delve into the Forex trading market and just get a better understanding so that you actually can start trading. If you want to know more or to start trading, do use my promo code Nicolette to double your deposit for a more profitable trade. And if you want more information, go to www.octafx.com. My name is Nicolette Mashile. I'm also known as the Financial Bunny. We'll see you guys on the next one. For a 100% bonus that doubles your deposit for a more profitable trade, use promo code Nicolette.